What's up YouTube and Facebook? Blue Dually in the garage working on the dually. I was hoping to get a little work done today on the CXT, but I kind of dawdled around a little bit this morning and well, I've been messing with the truck all day. Changed the oil. That's my intake that I still need to put on. I did a little painting underneath the hood. The old batteries a long time ago overcharged or spilt a little acid off-roading, because I used to take this really off-road where you wouldn't normally take a dually. And the fenders had been, well, I'd neutralized the battery acid, but they still kind of rusted a bit, so I got some rust inhibiting primer, cleaned it up real good. Well, where the rust was real good, I didn't clean the whole inner fender. Then sprayed some rust inhibiting primer on it, and then shot some Duplicolor Intense Blue Pearl over top of it. I didn't clear it because it's under the hood, and to really do a good job you need to get all that stuff out of the way. So I'll show you kind of what I did, and then we'll put the giant air filter in. Okay, also needed to replace my battery tie downs on both sides. One on each side rusted and broke, and trying to get the other one out so I could change them, they all broke. But as you can see, where the air filter sat had rubbed through a little bit until I put this foam stuff down. So I just cleaned up in here where the air filter had been sitting. Little primer, little paint, and then same down here. This part of the fender was pretty gross, so I cleaned it up, shot some primer on it, and then a little paint. And then did the same thing over on the other side. Oh, really shaky when you're zoomed. But new battery tie downs, cleaned up the battery post, changed the oil. Zoom back out so we're not so shaky. Still quite a bit of work to do underneath the hood. The lines to the heater core could stand to be repainted, but just mostly paint stuff. There's my Super B turbo. I also did the outside of the fenders a little bit. As you can kind of see, that area right there, the paint had faded. So I really lightly sanded it and just hit it with some of the Duplicolor. Haven't got it out in the sun yet to see how it looks. So there's a little overview of what I did with the truck today. This is my big honkin' air filter. I'm not sure what it's actually out of. It's kind of a common filter for ag and heavier duty commercial vehicles. So if it flows enough air for tractors or 8-9 liter engines, it'll flow enough air for this little 5.9. As dusty as it is, even this big filter, I change it once a year and keeps the turbo clean. I'm keeping an eye on my custom intake, which is a sewer pipe and a leftover AEM intake. Yes, sewer pipe intake. It's a 90-degree rubber elbow, and no complaints. That setup's good for 452 horsepower. So I mean, it was cheaper than an actual cold air intake from some of the big names. We'll catch you in the next video. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I need to get cleaned up and get ready for work tomorrow. Yay!